Cheza Dimba is taking place. We'll be waiting to see who comes out as the winners for the fifth edition of the first series of Cheza Dimba here in Nairobi. So I want us to continue with that conversation on the 7th edition of the high-rise mega volleyball tournament that will be taking place on the 7th and 8th of September here in Nairobi. And remember, in studio with me is DK Chumba and Akir Panek. We want to continue with that conversation that we had before we went on a break. And Chumba, I want us to pick it from where you left it. How different is the 7th edition from, the previous editions that you've had when you talk about the high-rise mega tournaments?
I think, thank you again. There are many differences between the 6th edition and the 7th edition. Mm-hmm. Number one is the prize that we are going to award, the prizes.
Yes.
In the 7th edition, it's going to be higher than before. Number two is the number of league players that we are going to engage them. Mm-hmm. Number three, the number of guests that we have invited them.
Yes.
And probably the volleyball guests that are good in volleyball, international maybe volleyball players, and maybe the kind of the ground we are going to use will be a little bit different as compared to the 6th edition.
Yeah. And Akil,
yes.
You were saying that this is your second year as a player for high rise. What the 2 years that you've been there, what is it that stands out for you?
Okay, what stands out for me, first of all, is family. The warmth that's received from the players, it just doesn't stop within the pitch. It goes far and beyond. There are challenges that we face in life. They may be different depending on the player, but the high-rise team comes together and sees a way that they can help their player, so that at the end of the day, they feel like, yes, they have people they can depend on, not just in the field, but outside that. And the way they also train, it's also like, how can I say it? Every individual goes out of their way to train. We don't train separately. At the end of the day, yes, you'll find others are students from far places, but at the end of the day, we come, we strive, we work hard. We're not always number one in the entire tournaments we go to, but you'll find our graph changes. It shows that there's effort being put in.
Yes. Chumba, one thing I would like to know is how many teams are participating in this tournament? And when you put out, that you're going to have the 7th edition this year, you told people, or rather teams that are interested in participating, to come with the ball. Why?
Thank you so much. I think we are expecting not more than 32 teams for men. We are very prepared for 32 teams for men, and probably maybe not more than 12 teams for ladies, depending on the courts that we are using, the volleyball pitches that we are using. So I think maybe 32 for maximum 32 for men, and maybe 12 for ladies.
And why do they have to register with the ball?
They need to come with the ball because we don't have enough balls. We only, as a club, we only have around maybe 4 balls, or rather 5 balls. Some are not even in good condition to be used in a tournament. But we are asking them, because they are playing, we believe that they are training in their pitches to come with a ball so that they can assist us in running the tournament. Yes.
Now that you've said that, you guys as a club have 4 balls, I would want to know that, have you approached, well-wishers to come in and support this tournament, and how has the reception been? Have you got any sponsors to come and give you, a shot in the arm?
That's a good question. I think so far we don't have any sponsor. We are the ones, we are self-sponsored. We are the members of the club are the ones sponsoring the tournament and maybe the facilities that are being used. But we have begun the journey to look for sponsors. In fact, the other day we secured a certificate for CBO, so we are now a volleyball community as well, not a volleyball club, but we are now a volleyball community inside a volleyball club.
Yes.
So maybe from going forward, we are going to, God willing, we might get a sponsor who is going to move with us and even to assist us as a club. But right now we don't have a sponsor. We are trying to to do it ourselves to our level best.
And I'm sure it's not as easy as
it's not as easy. Yeah, I think you've seen before. Maybe you've organized, or even I've heard you talk about our chairman Kirui.
Yes.
He will explain to you how hard it is. But we are trying our best. We are really trying to ensure that the Mtaa youths enjoy the volleyball, because some of them cannot even get into the levels of playing in federation, the league, the Kenya Volleyball Federation League. We are just nurturing them from grassroots, and it has really helped a lot, because most of the players, especially from high rise, we have registered them in different clubs, the national clubs.
Yes.
And we see it, that's what is motivating us as a club to continue and providing the necessary for the players to up their games. Yes.
Akir, now that Chumba has mentioned that, normally you have, that you'll be having almost 12, women's clubs participating. Why do you think there's that reluctance by women's teams to take part in such tournaments?
Okay, not to be a bit cliche or anything, but it's easier to deal with men's team. Like, I feel like maybe the drive is there. Ladies, some still have the mentality that sports is not like more of a ladies thing, because like it's just about being pretty and all. But we're trying to engage at least ladies, those who have the talent to come play. That's why you'll find. And also there are some teams that are started, but like there's conflict with ladies, there's a way to treat them. So yeah, but we are encouraging the ladies out there.
Yes.
If you have the potential or even the urge to want to play, just come join us. Or join a team, any team out there that will make you feel comfortable and bring out the talent that you have in volleyball.
Chumba, from what I know, in the previous editions that you guys have held, we've had, some of the top Kenyan players come to participate. Others that are playing pro outside the country come to participate in the tournament. How vital is that you have these guys come to give you support when you have such tournaments?
I think first of all, we want to thank KTN, because in every edition that we've organized, they have always supported us. They have aired our tournaments live, and they're really supporting us in terms of media. Yeah. So I think for us to call the league players, or even the professional players, is for them to come and nurture the young talents that are on the ground. Sometimes we look at our professional players just playing in the TV, and when you call them to come and participate with the young people who are growing, they will feel motivated. I think they will be motivated that, for me, I'm playing with somebody like Enoch Mogeni, or even I'm playing with Kosirai in the same court. It's a big motivation. But sometimes we have the non-league, we call the non-league tournament.
Yes.
The ones that we just want to know how far these youths in terms of volleyball, without the national or the professional players.
Yes.
Yes.
Akir, how important is this tournament in trying to push the agenda of developing volleyball in the country?
Okay, one, I feel like it's important because, one, high rise, it's a team, yes, that's young, maybe compared to maybe other teams that were started before. But I feel like first where it's situated and the way we've marketed this edition, it can help, first the prize that's going to be given. Many, you'll find teams coming from far, coming to play. So, how do I phrase it?
I know Chuba has something to say on that, on how this tournament is helping in developing volleyball in the country.
This tournament, first of all, is helping especially the youths. We are trying to keep them busy. We are trying to give them what they can do, especially for our weekends. That's why we put our tournaments on weekends. We're not like the national federations. We are just a Mtaa. I think this is a Mtaa tournament.
Yes.
We call it Game ya Mtaa.
Yes.
So we just want to nurture these youths, and we also want to keep them busy so that they don't engage in unnecessary activities outside there.
And finally, you mentioned about this year the courts will be different. How so?
This year the courts will be different a bit. You know, our ground, our volleyball pitch is a little bit slanty. It's not that flat.
Yes.
We've tried our best. As I told you, we don't have sponsor, but we are the ones trying.
Yes.
We've bring at least some, the maram to levelize and creators to assist us in levelizing the field, unlike before. So this time around is going to be different because we might secure around 12 pitches for men and maybe 10 for men and 2 for ladies to use to assist us for the 2 days. So it's going to be different because it's going to be at least a flat, levelized very well, and a sufficient number of pitches to be used.
Finally, what should we look forward to on the 7th and the 8th of September?
For the teams that are going to come on that day, competition is going to be high, and the prize money, trust me, it's not going to be easy. So come with all the knowledge that you have in volleyball, and come, let's have fun, engage, learn new things. Mta is where you get to play. You'll find like people playing something that you've never seen, maybe where you train. Here's where you get to learn new things. So come, let's have fun and keep the Mikasa flying.
Yes, and what should we look forward to, Chumba?
I think before what we look forward to, it's good also to tell you that in high rise we not only play volleyball alone. We have a lot of activities. We have the CSR activities. We are growing. We are planting and growing trees. We are also cleaning the estate. By the way, the high rise volleyball grounds is located in an estate. I think if you've gone through Mbagathwe, you will see there's an estate called high rise. So. We not only play volleyball, but we do as well those other CSR activities. But I'm expecting a very competitive, very interesting, a very lovely tournament on that day. I'm calling upon everyone who will be free on that day to come and join us, come and play with us, and also share with us what we can do more to ensure that we change things in volleyball, and especially in grounds as Muta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Adike Chumba and Akira Paneka, for giving us insights on what to expect on the 7th and 8th of September, when the 7th edition of the Mega High-Rise Volleyball Tournament will be taking place here in Nairobi. Of course, we are looking forward to that, and we'll be waiting to see who comes out as the winner. Remember, the men's winner will be walking home with 50,000 Kenya shillings, while the women's winner will be walking home with 30,000 Kenya shillings. Now, let's shift gears. We get into some English Premier League action. And last